I can't thank you enough for coming from your big church to our little church and what you've done. But most of the people say those kids from Capella are different. They know they're not hung up on what they wear, whatever it is. You just ooze goodness. And I think that's what grace is. Where you're like the Virgin Mary, she was full of grace. What does that mean? She just oozed goodness. You know, grace is always positive. You're doing something. You're not just, well, I'm Catholic. And that's it.
All right, this is La Frontera, and we're going to show you the work we did.
We're gonna start here in the shed.
Okay, so we took everything out. All the furniture, all the files, all the books, everything. Took it out here. We trashed all the old stuff.
So when we first got in here, you could barely walk around. There's just so much different junk in here, and we were able to clear the whole room out. There was nothing except for the shelves on the wall once we were done with it. Cleaned everything out, and then as you can see, we put everything back and organized it a lot better than it used to be.
And then they did some new drywall on the roof. It was just coming down.
And so there was insulation falling out all over the place, and really cleaned it up, and it looks a lot
That
nicer.
looks great. They organized the books right here on the bookshelf. So yeah, awesome. And then over here, again over here, took everything out. There was no shelves. We just cleared it out completely. Came in and built all these shelves everywhere you see. And then they're able to pile up the chairs over here, with the furniture nice and stacked. And yeah.
Basically, this whole thing was just full of trash and used furniture and all kinds of tables and stuff. Like, obviously, there's still some stuff that Sister Carmel wanted to keep. But basically, the very first day, we just came in here and threw everything out into this lot right here. And then Sister came out and was like, okay, we want this, we want that. We threw everything out that we didn't want over there.
Okay, the next project was the painting of the building.
Yeah.
It used to be that color, right?
Yeah, it did.
It used to be
like a pinkish.
A pinkish color like that.
It was really
It
interesting.
used to be pink. The whole building was pink. There was, like we said, half the paint was chipping. It just didn't look good. It didn't match the building right next to it. So the whole building, again, they just spray painted the whole thing. We had people tape it up the first couple days, and a couple of the girls went through and just repainted the whole building. You can see the brown trim. That was all done first. So.
Now it just looks like one building instead of two.
It's a lot better.
We've been chopping down a lot of these trees that are around because before a lot of these trees were really overhanging onto the building and scratching up the paint and everything. So we got some people up on the roof, chopped down some of this low-hanging branches, just kind of cleaned everything up. So yeah.
We also got these benches.
Oh yeah.
We just got these today.
They're beautiful, aren't
One
they?
here and then one on the other side over there.
Probably weigh about 1 million pounds.
Yeah,
each, but
they're real light.
Oh, and some of the girls made that really
Yeah,
nice sign.
and so yeah, there hasn't ever been a sign really since, you know, it's still a kind of new facility. And so some girls were like, you know, oh well, you know, it's no longer La Frontera, like it's actually, you know, the Catholic Social Services Senior Center.
So they just took some scrap wood and some of the extra paint. Big sign.
Yeah, we got some planters going, painted some
Yeah,
rails.
this was all painted. Everything.
2 years ago, maybe last year, we put in these awesome planters right here. And so a couple people have really just been working in all this landscaping, helping out with the planters, making sure everything, like right now, you know, it's kind of because the summer's starting to get real hot, they're having to clear everything out, plant all the new plants and whatnot. And so a couple of people have been working on, you know, making sure the planters stay intact and all this area right here.
Still see all these branches on the ground from where we were clearing the trees, so everything would be more open. And then even along the fence line, there used to be ivy growing up all up and down the fence, and you could barely see out the lot because of all the ivy. So a lot of people just went through and took out all the ivy. It took a lot of work, but
Looks a lot cleaner.
it looks a lot better now.
Personally, this is my crowning glory. You want to pan the camera a bit? This is a beautiful shed. Yeah, hold on, we gotta open it and show you guys the sign that some girls made, because while they were making that sign, we figured they should make a sign for this. This is Sister Carmel's Craft Shack.
Should we get it in the light?
Yeah, we'll get in the sign. Yeah, so basically, this shack before, all this plot of land was just like anything else in this yard. It was just nothing but dirt. We made that concrete slab. We had to fill the whole thing with dirt, then cut out the trench so that we could fill the concrete, put rebar in, made the concrete, poured it, Then the next day we came out and knocked off the boards. We had this beautiful concrete slab, if you can still see it right here.
People signed in the corner.
Yeah, we signed it in the corner with our names. I think Jack's initials are still showing, and as you can see, St. Anne, and Jack, and CCY. I think I'm up there somewhere. So we had this concrete slab, and then we pulled out a kit, and we started building on the shed. So one day, we really just put together all the panels, and then the next we put down the base, we erected all the panels, we started getting on the roof, got the rafters and everything. And so then we put down plywood. And then today, now we've come out, we took the plywood, we covered it with felt, we put down those these tin siding things that you can see right here. And then obviously, as you can see, Claire and E-Man are doing, we're putting up some nice shingles so that we'll be able to kind of take away the elements. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's a very impressive shed.
And this is La Frontera.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good to see you guys.
See you later from La Frontera.
See you later from La Frontera.
Bye. Que Dios te bendiga.
Okay, they had three different types of tamales, rice, beans,
Cookies.
salad,
Donuts.
chicken fettuccine alfredo,
Three
every
different
type
drinks.
of donut, and all this Mexican candy,
Oh yeah.
and snow cones and popcorn, and it was really good.
It's so good. We even
Wow.
took a couple extra.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Sarah. I'm Claire.
And I'm Sarah too.
And we're at San Francisco Javier, and we're gonna show you what we did this week.
Yeah. Okay, so over here we took dirt and we filled in all of around the trees, all the flower beds, just so that they could be a little bit more defined. So like if you see here, all these circles. And last year they built that.
They built the foundation.
We also cleared out all of the shrubbery and gross stuff that was over by this wall, where all the stations of the cross are. And we went to like
also did some back here.
this pond. They had this disgusting pond which we jackhammered out, and we got like all the water out of it first.
There's mosquitoes
And that whole area back there was filled with trash and branches, and we cleaned all that up and took it away, or put it on that tractor to be.
This was a pond
It was a concrete pond.
It was those
So we
rocks.
used a jackhammer to get out all of the
with
foundation.
algae growing and disgusting stuff. And it was attracting mosquitoes, and flower bill didn't like that, so we took it out.
Over in that chapel over there, we had VBS, and it was really great because we had about 20, 25 kids. Hola! And they were just so sweet. It was really nice getting to know them because they all had so much personality and character, and they had really funny stories, and they were a little bit crazy sometimes, but it only made it more fun. It was fun.
And then over here, we put all these rocks down and filled this area with mulch after it was weeded and everything, so it just looks a lot nicer.
And we replanted a lot of stuff because it looked really disorganized. So we put all like the shrubbery back into better places.
Over here, bricks, we laid all those bricks for the pathway, and we cleaned up this little area with the bird bath. We cleaned up the bird bath, refilled it with good soil, and then planted these plants around it to make it look pretty.
Here. We added mulch to all of this area.
We did work.
We did lots of work. Over here was just a bunch of like hard dirt, and we had like overgrown kind of like jumbled plants, and so we transplanted these big ones right here, and moved them around. After that, we added more like really good soil, and then we just put mulch on top of it.
Don't forget our statue.
And we just these ones too. Okay,
just
and
got
like
this
5 minutes ago, we just got this statue from Kurt. It's St. Francis.
And I think Father Bill was talking about how like the stone is the same stone that's of those pillars over there. So he liked that it matched it.
Okay, so over here, originally this all used to be just concrete, a big slab of concrete. So we took a jackhammer and we just used it all over it and made it all into little rocks. And then we shoveled out all the rocks, got down to the dirt, pretty much just mixed up the dirt as best we could, and then we laid new soil on top of it. So it's gonna become a flower bed eventually.
And then right behind it, we have some flower beds over here and down there that we just trimmed them all up, added better soil, took out all the leaves and garbage that was in the bottom of them.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so these are our dividers. We made them for Sunday school classes that they have here. And they don't have like actual rooms, so they wanted something that could divide the classes up, and so the kids wouldn't get distracted and stuff. So we painted them and put wheels on them, which was kind of fun. We painted them all different colors: yellow, red, and green were the ones we used. So that was fun. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a flower bed that we totally revamped. It was full of like bad dirt that nothing was growing. So we spent 2 days digging it out, and then we filled it with good soil, and then bought a bunch of new plants to fill it with. So it was a pretty big project for our work site. It took a good majority of the week. We didn't finish it until yesterday.
So right behind us is border control. I don't know if he's looking at us. You should zoom in. But he's in a car, and they've been patrolling the area all 5 days that we've been here.